Welcome to the R&B Only show. Please note that the opinions expressed here belong solely to the hosts and guests, not to Colors Worldwide Inc., our affiliates, or sponsors. The content is provided as is for entertainment and information purposes only, without any guarantees of accuracy or completeness. Colors Worldwide Inc. is not liable for any errors or omissions, nor does mentioning products or services imply endorsement. This disclaimer is subject to change, and we encourage our audience to stay updated.
Happy to have a special guest this week. Our co-host with us today, we got Jae Murphy, the one and only.
I am he is me.
More of Apple Music's 100 best albums list.
First of all, I want to know who made this list.
Right, and what's the criteria? They never dropped the criteria.
The conversation of learning how to separate the artist from the man.
R&B only. All right, welcome back to the R&B Only show. I'm your co-host, Jovy E.
And my name is Tiara Monique, and this week we'll be talking about Alicia Keys' Broadway hit Hell's Kitchen and more of Apple Music's 100 best albums. Lauryn Hill got new music coming out and hopefully. Much more. You said not hopefully.
Hopefully, I hope so.
And much more. But how you feeling this week, Jovy?
I am not super well rested, but I got my color back. I'm not out here looking like a snickerdoodle cookie no more.
You went on
vacation.
I
was on vacation. I was out in Miami. I missed y'all by a week, but I was in Miami for a homegirl's birthday. Having a good time. Yeah,
that's good.
How was your week?
It was good. Threw a party this weekend, touched the roots again, so it was good. Happy to be back. Happy to have a special guest this week. Our co-host with us today, we got Jae Murphy, the one and only.
I am he is me.
Thank you for joining us today on our episode of R&B Only show.
I feel like I'm really at home.
Yeah,
love that.
Thank you for the vibes.
The hustle juice.
Cheers to the hustle. Mm-hmm. Cheers to the hustle. You feel me?
You're doing amazing,
but I'm gonna reach too far. So they're getting a massage before you started. I hope it felt great.
Look, the hospitality. That's why I say I feel like I'm at home.
That's
the hospitality is A1 top tier. Y'all might see me tomorrow for no reason.
Period. Because this man's been everywhere. I don't know if y'all see the BET Awards. You know what I'm saying? Broccoli City, One Music Fest. This man be moving and grooving all over the place.
You might be right.
I might be right. I'll be right.
Okay, you is.
It's amazing to see, where you started and where you are now. Because I went to Howard. I think I was there maybe your senior year though, because I got there 2012.
Was it senior or super senior? Because I am not ashamed.
I don't know. I was there 2012.
I am not ashamed.
I was there 2012, and I wasn't calling myself a DJ yet. I was still learning from. Being a West Coast DJ, I had auditioned for WHBC. Those of you don't know, that's the student station at Howard University. Okay. Auditioned to be a DJ, and they're like, no, you don't play enough like music regional. You just do West Coast music. And I'm like, oh, okay, I need to learn something. So I started paying attention to DJs like you, Chubby, LR, Detroit. So to see your growth from there to now, it's amazing. I just want to give you
I appreciate it. You want to know something interesting?
What's up?
So I graduated in 2012. But I didn't start seriously learning how to DJ and started physically DJing until the fall of 2012. Like I started,
and that's exactly when I got there.
I started learning around. I dropped. So you wasn't here. I dropped this R&B mixtape called Murphy's Room on 11/11/11.
Okay.
11 is my line number. 11 is my line number. So
Kappa.
I was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna drop something, you know what I'm saying? And that was me. I was still playing with virtual DJ at the time.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know is that I was learning how to DJ when I was interning at Radio 1. I had people like Quicksilver, Money, and Gemini showing me just, because I learned on text too.
Right.
I have the same techniques that I learned on.
Right.
But the interesting thing is that I was hosting the BET Music Matters Kendrick Lamar tour before the album came out. I did first of all, I put myself on that tour, but that's a whole nother story.
Self-made.
But halfway through that tour, they didn't have a house DJ. And then the first time I DJ was on that tour.
Wow. You just made a lane for yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like DJ Milan, darling, she was tweeting recently, or maybe not recently, but about how she became Doechie's DJ. It's all about asking if that spot has been filled or if it's a spot that's available, and if it isn't, making yourself available for it.
Yeah,
no, for sure. It's as cliche as it sounds, it's really preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
And that opportunity is way closer than you think.
Yeah.
So always being prepared is always something that just needs to be forward. You know what I'm saying? Every day in front of your mind.
Love that.
But thank you though.
Of course.
I appreciate that.
Of course, yeah. Somebody that I was looking to, because you might not have been DJing my freshman year, but you was on stage hosting. You was always on the mic. So I'm like, okay, he knows how to rock this crowd of people. And Yardfest is something totally different. Like, if you know how to control that crowd, I feel like you can go anywhere. So I was like, wow, look at all these people like moving to the beat of one person. Like, you telling all these people to see you now, so it's just amazing.
And look at you now.
Yeah, God is good. Amen. See, in the crowd to moving it. Yeah, God's good. You just gotta, like you said, when preparation meets opportunity, it's there. You just gotta be ready for it. But yeah, where you at next, Jay?
Man, well, like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna be in that massage chair at some point. This weekend is very festive. Memorial Day weekend 2024.
It is Memorial Day weekend.
Friday I'm doing R&B Fridays at Stats. Saturday I'm doing Fun with Friends and Coney Art Walls in Brooklyn. And then I'm doing sold out dates Saturday night. And then Sunday I'm in Atlanta for mashup sessions.
Moving around.
And then Monday in
outside.
Atlanta I'm doing Jerk and Jollof. And then I'm gonna come back.
Outside.
Fingers crossed.
I think
Fingers crossed.
I need to come back. My trainer gonna kill me if I don't come back.
Yeah,
so.
gotta stay healthy. Health as well.
Yeah,
So you
it
make sure you're
is,
doing that
definitely.
first before
Are
anything.
you on the move this weekend, T?
This weekend, actually, yeah, I am. We got a festival in R&B Only Fest in Charlotte, so I'll be there. I'm not performing,
What day?
but I'll be overseeing on the 25th.
Yes.
Yeah,
On Saturday?
Yeah.
I got a leak.
in Charlotte.
Dog.
Yeah,
When you
I'll
get
be
there
there.
though.
Friday night.
Yeah, you gonna be with me.
Okay, for
Yeah.
sure. You gonna be in Charlotte?
At Stats.
Oh yeah, I'm coming.
doing the R&B.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be at Stacks y'all Friday night, Charlotte.
yeah.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
make
yeah,
sure
you
we get
coming
that
with me.
right.
I
Yeah,
come all over
yeah, I'm
again.
coming
That's
right
crazy.
with
You coming,
you.
Jovy?
No, I got Togetherland Fest in Dallas this weekend.
Yeah,
Look, they
everybody's
busy
somewhere.
babies.
Everybody's somewhere, but that's
Listen,
how it be. But
Honestly,
yeah,
a free weekend this month or
I'm
next
not.
month. It's what it's
that's
giving.
what you asked for though.
It is.
That's exactly what you asked for.
Me
Absolutely
and
what
Tia
I asked for.
FaceTime you. It's cool.
No,
It's
that's
cool.
gonna piss me off.
Give you
Matter of fact,
FOMO?
my friends was in the Philippines a couple weeks ago. The friends that I was with in Miami, and I told them like, I muted your stories. I don't want to see this shit.
No,
Y'all
sometimes I
happy as
do
shit
get
without me?
FOMO.
You
yeah.
a real FOMO.
Yeah, sometimes I do be getting
Don't
heavy. I be
piss
like,
me
I can't
off.
even watch y'all stuff.
Don't piss me off.
But let's jump right into it. This week in R&B news, more of Apple Music's 100 best albums list. So last week we had Confessions at 95. Seat at the
Sick.
Table, Solange, 93. Crazy, right? Number 88 was Nina Simone, I Put a Spell on You, and 86 was My Life, Mary J. Blige. So since then, we've
Granted,
gotten...
again, this is a genre-less
Yeah, it's not just R&B,
list.
y'all.
It's
We're
not just us on there.
We're just
but
talking about the R&B albums.
Confessions at 95
Insane.
is crazy.
Insane. I'm just happy it made the list. But that's last week. And since then, we've gotten 75 through, I want to say, 10. And we're waiting for the last 10 to drop tomorrow. So now we have SOS.
At 72.
Which SZA actually...
Had some feelings.
Yeah.
Had some feelings about allegedly.
Okay, allegedly, yeah.
I think she commented on the post
The Apple Music's post, yeah.
and said LMAO's 72nd is so disrespectful, laughing emoji. And I think the comment has since been deleted, but you know, those like fan pages
bot
on
people.
Twitter, they be on it. They be on it. And so somebody like screenshotted it and said, SZA says that Apple Music was disrespectful for ranking for their ranking of SOS. But for me, I know a lot of people like SOS more than Control, but
Control was a better album to me, in all honesty.
I feel like SOS really gave the world a full scope of who she is. I feel like Control, she was still figuring things out. You know what I'm saying? Aesthetically. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's why she doesn't like to be classified as R&B.
Yeah, she is so versatile, and she plays that role very well. But I feel like SOS just really
Took it
put the
into
nail
the
in the coffin.
stratosphere.
Yeah,
got to do
just-
arenas and
yeah.
I understand
that's true.
that. I could understand her because I think she's even done interviews where she says that she likes SOS more than Control, and I could understand her feeling that way for like what SOS did for her. But I think like
The
music,
impact of it.
music. If I'm just listening to the music, Control eats.
I could never
I'm an
never
R&B
discredit Control at all.
Control
No,
eats.
I could never discredit Control. But as far as just the impact,
Yeah.
and people also have to realize, and I know you realize this, like as a performer and a DJ, that we consume so much music, and the way the dynamic of our consumership is within the music society, it's like we appreciate things in waves, but they're quick waves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
People's attention span.
yeah, so by the time we're consuming, for us to consume so much music and for SOS to still be impactful the way we're consuming so much music, that says a lot.
That's valid.
When Control came out, it was a different frequency. SOS came out, totally different frequency. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just
still banging it on the radio. Like
just the bandwidth of just taking in so much music as a consumer or as a DJ or whatever you are distinguished as. It's like to be impactful and to be, you know, consistent. That just says a lot.
That's valid. I still bump Control like it came out yesterday. I need.
That's the R&B fan in you. Speaking of, number 64, I predicted this one. Erykah Baduism. I don't know if I said it on the show, but we definitely talked about it in here. Yeah. Baduism is up there, number 64. I'm glad it's on there. Love Deluxe, Sade, number 61. Voodoo D'Angelo, 57.
Okay. But like, that's 57 and Confessions was 95?
So here's the thing. Now it's like, as you're saying this, I'm slowly digesting. Clearly, it's been all over the internet. I'm slowly digesting. First of all, I want to know who made this list. Second of all,
and what's the criteria? They never drop the criteria with these lists. Yeah, that's the thing that kills me.
But we are so far from, I guess, the previous climaxes and pinnacles of that music has reached. And when I say that, I'm considering 20 years ago. Right. When we weren't the consumers we are now. Yeah. You know, and the 30 years ago. Yeah. If we're going to say of all time, of course we're going to feel like SOS is disrespectful at 72 because that is our immediate tangible generation of music.
And it's like right there.
But when you got into Baduism and then you talking about D'Angelo, and it's just like, wow, that stuff we heard in the car while our moms or our father was pumping gas.
Go out and get that shit. Yeah,
right. That's just hard background music of our childhood. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like, that was impactful in the 90s. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But we weren't.
Honestly, that's probably the criteria. Like the impact it had when it came out, and then how long and how timeless the music is.
But
still, how much of an impact it still has.
I mean, Confessions is what? When did Confession come out?
04?
04, yeah. 04. Baduism was what?
94, 96, 95?
96?
94, 95, 96. I know I was a child.
It's a generational
98?
thing. It's a generational thing. That's what I'm taking away from this list so far.
97.
97.
I knew I was a child. All right. 55. Anti Rihanna.
You called that
I called that one. Yeah, it had to be anti.
I'm just at this point. I'm just happy to see us on the list. You know, it doesn't really matter what number it is. I'm just happy to be included, especially in stuff like this. At 51, we got Sign of the Times, Prince. Yep.
We got to mention 47.
Do we?
Yes.
Well, you tell it. I'm from the
47 is Take Care, Drake. I like it.
He made it. I mean, I like that album. Yeah.
That's before Weirdo Drake.
I would say Take Care was a soundtrack of my college career at one point.
Take Care? Yeah.
My favorite song.
Marvin's Room? Are you crazy?
My favorite one is Cameras.
Good ones
Cameras
go.
Is a great song.
That John B flip is crazy.
We just got on John B a few weeks ago about not playing Calling on You at the fest. I'm like, I was waiting on it at the fest. He's like, but that's a B-side. And I'm like, yeah, but as soon as Drake sampled it, I'm like, that's a hit for you now. He's like, I'm gonna put it in there next time.
Definitely made it an A, my boy.
That might be my favorite Drake project, period. Like,
my favorite song on there is Practice.
Take Care is definitely.
I love Practice. That's my song.
Yeah,
I still play.
That's the project.
I haven't played anything Drake since Kendrick dropped, but if I have to play something, it'll be Practice. I'm from the West Coast. Don't get it twisted. Next up, we got Intervision, Stevie Wonder, number 44.
Like it. Control.
44. I'm sorry, my nephew said I said 40 the wrong way. I said I'm from California, brother.
You just banged on me, say you from the West Coast, and then just went straight up 44.
Where are you from?
I'm from Virginia.
Okay.
Two
DMV,
down.
Virginia, or like Virginia?
No,
Virginia?
I'm from Missy Elliott, Pharrell, Virginia.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Virginia.
Control, Janet Jackson at number 42. It was just her birthday too. I love that for her.
It definitely was. Still glowed up.
Love that.
Control. I always think of Chris Tucker when I hear that. Real ones know.
Tea is
Real ones
jokes.
know.
Okay.
All right, number 40, we got Aretha Franklin. I never loved a man the way I love you. And number 36, I kind of figured it would be this one by Beyonce, the self-titled Beyonce, because the impact, again, that this album had. It made artists put music out on Fridays. It was a surprise album.
Yeah.
It had visuals to every single song. Nobody's doing
Definitely.
nothing like that and hasn't done anything like that since, and had that same exact impact. She literally broke the internet and then posted some cupcakes after like it was nothing. So yeah, I can see why it's Beyonce. Number 36 though, like I don't like the numbers either, but
Would it have been? I don't know.
How long did it take for them to make this list? Because this
They
ain't
don't tell us none of that.
this ain't no. Oh, we're gonna do a 2-week retreat and go to Palm Springs. No,
right,
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
You
Like y'all need
gotta-
to sit down and like see it all.
Yeah,
Put it
you
on the
gotta
wall,
you
you know
gotta
what I mean?
you gotta replay some stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta
listen to it again. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't
That's
think
what I'm
that
like.
it
Who was
was
in the
like
room?
that.
Yeah, who was in the room?
This is
bro?
more. This is giving me more like conference room over a week at work. Like we're gonna take 2 hours a day at work and go over
for
this
a
list.
quarter.
You know what I mean? No, that's what they should have did, but they did this in a week.
Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, they got some good stuff on there, but I don't.
And like we said, it's not genre. It's not genre
Genreless,
specific.
yeah.
So
Okay.
It's everything.
Beyonce.
all right, so now we're going to number 17. Oh, actually, it's already on there. I thought this was going to be in the top 10, but what's going on? Marvin Gaye is number 17.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah, I'm happy that's
All
on the
time,
list.
I can
Yeah.
respect that.
What do we think
Yeah.
is missing?
Left.
Still.
Well, I think for sure
Lauryn
Channel
Hill.
Orange. Yep, Lauryn Hill
Channel
Hill's
Orange,
missing.
and Thriller.
definitely. Channel Orange definitely
Yeah,
has to be on
them
this.
three, and they're probably in the top 10 because that's all that's left. So we
I
got
think
Channel
we-
Orange,
we all
Miseducation
know
of Lauryn Hill,
Thriller's in
and
the top
Thriller.
10.
Thriller
They're-
might be
they're-
number 2 or 3.
Thriller, there's no if Thriller is not in the top 10,
Flip shit over.
bro.
Because there's no other
listen,
Michael Jackson album on here. It's going to be
Flip
Thriller.
shit over. Yeah.
I'm
Has
not
to
even
be.
questioning it.
It
Thriller is
it-
going to be
it
in the top
has to
5
be.
albums of all time.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think Frank Ocean going to have Channel Orange in there. And I also think Lauryn Hill is going to have Miseducation of Lauryn
Has
Hill in
to
there.
be. Has
Those
to
were my
be.
3. I actually had What's Going On Marvin Gaye, but I didn't know he was number 17.
That's good.
Yeah. You got any picks for the top 10? Somebody we ain't said
I
R&B
mean,
wise?
you said the ones. You
Yeah, I
said
think
the
those
ones.
are the only 3 missing, really. I was disappointed to not see no Alicia Keys on there, but I mean, I guess it's all time.
Nah,
but-
Songs in the Mind belong on there.
or at least Diary. They both.
Yeah, one of those. Or
yeah,
both.
you know, like they're both no skips.
But they're not giving that top 10.
Yeah, they're not.
So genreless, what would the other slots be?
It's just a lot of like rock and like alternative and it's literally all the genres and they're ranking
Country,
them.
pop.
Part of my ignorance, was there any other, if it's genreless, like were there any impactful like hip hop albums?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Blueprint is actually number 13.
That's interesting.
And I will say, what was that Outkast album that was on there? Not
How to
it's
look at it.
it's the one from the 90s.
I can respect that.
The one that AT Aliens is on?
No, before that. Yeah, but Outkast is also on the list. Drake, Jay-Z. That's why I was asking earlier. I feel like there's going to be a Kendrick Lamar album in here. And I would say no, the one before that.
The one
I
before.
mean, the one after that.
So Aquemini?
Yeah, that's the one that's
where
on
you
there.
think Kenny gonna be at?
I think there's only 10 spots left, so he has to be in the top 10. So now my question is it going to be Damn or To Pimp a Butterfly? Because he got the award for Damn, but To Pimp a Butterfly is the one. And Good Kid, Mad City is a classic.
Good Kid, Mad City.
But
is-
That goddamn
I re-listened to it. I re-listened to
That
Damn.
goddamn minivan.
I was re-listening to Damn the other day, and I think I was listening to XXX, and I was like, I was listening to it with my mouth open, like, when it came out, I didn't hear it that way. I'm like,
Yo.
damn, that's why he won that damn award for this. Because like, if you listening to what he's saying, like those are words that are gonna stick forever, and you can always go back and replay that. So maybe
that
Damn will be on
era
the
of
list.
Damn was crazy, especially
Yeah.
when we all learned 6 months after it's out that you could play it backwards.
Yeah, I
And
do
it's
remember
still-
that.
And get the same
And it-
feel.
And it, yeah.
in a different way.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I've appreciated?
Damn's gonna be in the top 10.
Yeah, Damn might have to
the
be in the top
last
10.
couple weeks on, I want to say in the last week of Twitter, there's just been a lot of like his funny like trolling moments, like videos of him trolling and shit.
Yeah.
On video
Yeah.
or on Twitter, and I've appreciated like I've bookmarked all of them, and I'll be
Going back and laughing at that.
yeah.
No, but yeah, I think I'm excited to see the top 10. I think it's going to drop tomorrow morning. So we'll have it for y'all next week. Let us know in the comments what y'all think and who y'all think is going to be in the top 10.
Indeed.
But speaking of Alicia Keys not being in there, she's earned 13 Tony nominations for her Broadway play Hell's Kitchen.
Out of here.
Congratulations.
Do y'all like
to
musicals?
Alicia Keys.
Date night.
Okay.
I like a certain type of musical. I like a musical where there's just music in it, but I don't like a musical where, like, say they're recording a show just like this, and then they have a problem, and now it's like, oh no, Mean Girls, fix it, and I'm like, oh, like, come
Did y'all
on.
know the new Mean Girls movie? You know they redid it with Monét rap.
Yeah. You might have to do that again. You might have to do that.
Oh no, somebody drop my cup. It's like, I'm good with musicals, but when they come out of nowhere with the song, I'll be like,
That was the new rendition of Mean Girls. The one with Renee. It's a musical, and it's very much that. It's very much that.
Still.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a dream about that one day later this week.
Oh no. But like Tyler Perry musicals, like you could tell when the song was coming because they used to play background music like church. You know, when the pastor talking, and you're like, okay, it's time for benediction because I hear the music. The musicians
It was engaging though.
Yeah.
Like you once you caught on to the pattern of the sonics, you was like, okay, they about to get
They about to get in their bag. Okay.
But I think this one is one that I would watch because it's like I know the music that she's written for it. She has new songs in it, and she also did like renditions of songs that we already know. But she said like when you're listening to it, you probably won't even know that you know it until it goes off. And you're like, oh, that was that song. So I would love to see it.
So not only is the musical based off the book Hell's Kitchen, written by Christopher Diaz, the music and lyrics of the show were done by Alicia Keys, and they're based on her experience growing up in New York. The musical includes, like you said, old and new music, songs of her. It's a soundtrack. Yeah,
so it'd be cool. I think
I like a good musical. I liked Hamilton. Oh, I
was
like
about
a good
to
play.
say something about Hamilton.
Yeah.
Hamilton's hard.
Yeah,
you liked it.
Yeah,
Hamilton's hard.
songs
Shais made me go see it on Broadway in New York.
That's the real flex.
Lit. Yeah,
that was crazy.
That's the real flex.
It was a lot. Because they was talking too fast, and half the time I'm like, I need subtitles.
I need subtitles.
That's the only thing I needed was subtitles.
If you had subtitles
Because at first I was like, damn, this lady next to me crying, like, okay, but then at the end I was like,
Hamilton is legendary.
Yeah, that's good for Alicia that she up there doing shows.
Michelle is also in a musical. She's
Michelle Williams.
Yes, Michelle Williams is playing Death Becomes Her.
Rob.
I want to say it's Death Becomes Her. Yeah, I just saw a clip of her singing. I love that.
Maybe we need to take a trip to New York and go watch our R&B legends do some Broadway plays. Then.
I love a good play.
I would love to see Alicia Keys for sure.
I love a good play. I love a good musical.
Yeah. And she was saying like it's just a big deal for her too because her mom moved from Ohio to New York City to pursue her acting career. It didn't happen, but now she's getting to watch her daughter do it.
Beautiful.
So it's amazing.
It's full circle.
Yeah. Speaking of mother and son, I always say speaking of. I need another. I'm gonna start reading the thesaurus, y'all.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's the word. Sound it out, Pookie.
I'm not even gonna play. Show up because I'm having to tell you how to say words too. Okay.
I ain't want to talk.
Thesaurus.
Whatever.
I'm gonna start reading it. But since we on the subject of mother and what is it? Offspring.
Good job.
Offspring. Hey, check me out. You would think I already started reading it.
Come on.
Lauryn Hill opened for her son.
That was crazy.
Opened
YG
for her
Marley.
son, YG, with the performance of X Factor on The Tonight Show with Jimmy
Imagine
Fallon.
your parents being fucking Lauryn Hill and fucking...
And then you...
What?
Your granddaddy is Bob
And
Marley.
you have one of the biggest songs in the world right now, and then you sharing the stage with Lauryn Hill.
Right.
Who's your mom?
Right.
That's kind of crazy.
It was...
Okay. I mean,
Yeah, it was a great
he brought her
performance.
out during his set of at Coachella too. That was cute.
He did. But I like this one better because he wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
It was like, she was like, let me set the tone because my son's about to come out here.
That's
Give you
legendary.
a little bit of what y'all know from me, from my one album
That's
that I ever
legendary.
put out in the last 30 years of life. But
I knew that was coming. I knew that. Why did I know
no, she said
that
she
was
gonna put out
coming?
new music, but we'll get to that.
They
But
say,
yeah. But the performance was really good. She started with X Factor, and then she was like over talking the DJ a little bit. I was like, damn, I know the DJ wanted that Sean. You know when you got your one moment on TV,
that
the
one.
DJ was supposed to introduce YG, right? And Lauryn Hill was like, my son. And she turned around, looked at the DJ because they both saying it on the mic, and I'm like, yeah, damn, I know the DJ felt a little bit like, damn.
You know, that's our pride and joy.
Yeah, because that was the one time the camera had panned to the DJ.
That's our portfolio.
Right. I'm
That's
like,
our elevator.
I can add
That's
this
our
to my
elevator
highlights.
pitch.
Right, you're right. I
It
know, for
is.
real. But other than that, though, I thought the performance was amazing. And then she had like a, what do you call it? Slam poetry in the middle. And I was like, ooh. She talking about bullets and
Look at
death
T
and
hands.
dodging
Look at
them.
T
And,
hands.
yeah, you know how that be. But yeah, no, it was really good. If you haven't seen that performance, I suggest you go check it out. It was really good.
It was on the Tonight Show.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon, one of them Jimmys. There's so many
One of
Jimmys
them
with tonight.
Jimmys,
Jimmy Kimmel,
yo.
Jimmy Fallon,
Jimmy Chong.
all these Jimmys we
Jimmy
got
Monique.
around.
Anywho,
Yo, wow.
I'm weak.
as she was leaving,
Weak.
yeah, we gotta get back on schedule here. We are straying from the light, Lord. As she was leaving New York, she was like hopping in her truck or whatever.
What's up,
You know,
G-Way?
TMZ gonna catch up with people. They was asking her about music and stuff, and she confirms that new music is on the way.
I believe it when I see it.
So we heard
Excited though.
it all before.
Right? I'm like, she's also confirmed that she would be at a show.
Sunshine Anderson.
Shout out to Sunshine Anderson. Hope you're doing well.
Did y'all
I've seen
catch
you in a
that?
minute.
What?
No, it's okay. If they did it, I'm not even gonna repeat it.
What?
I'm not even gonna repeat it. But
I got it.
I'm happy that she has confirmed it. Now
Yes.
I'm waiting. Do you think
Yes.
it'll be a single, an album, what?
Man, we need like 3 albums.
Yeah.
But we need
We're
a double
long
disc
overdue.
so we can shut.
But-
Yeah, give us a double disc in the world to shut up.
The
Yeah,
world
I
not
think-
gonna
I think
shut
it
up.
would.
You know that. And
Give
you
us
know
a
that.
double disc. We'll be quiet.
Give
but
us
we
a
gon-
double
but we gonna
disc.
say something again.
And a tour
When she
where
come around, I'll be
everybody
quiet.
is
I'll be
on
quiet. When
time.
she leave,
I'll
I'll
be
be talking again.
Just give us a double disc, man.
Ooh.
They ain't gonna be quiet until she perform on time too.
Facts.
Because that's really what it is. People don't have a problem with there not being any music. It's really just I pay
When
for
you
a
do,
ticket
yeah, when you
and
do
you
pop
come
out.
and then it's like 10 minutes or you come late and then
I feel like I didn't hear anything too bad. She was just on tour recently. I don't feel like I heard anything too crazy.
yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I saw a few videos, but nothing too
Yeah, I
crazy.
didn't see
So
nothing too
You know, it's
Good thing.
interesting what I said earlier as far as impact, generational impact within the conversation of music. Back then, there were a lot of great, talented, non-industry playing artists, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm basically making the point that there were so many talented artists, and it was easier to point out what was classic. It wasn't
Yeah.
a large variety
You're right.
of options to have to figure out or scratch your head which one was the best album. Like
Right,
there
which
was
felt it
as
Yeah,
oversaturated.
you know
If
what I'm
anything,
saying?
if there's an album that like I wish I could listen to again for the first time, like erase my memory of it and press play today for the first time,
Really?
The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill would be it. I feel like listening to it at the age that I am now would really, really make an impact.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I feel that way about Sister Act 2. Because I love that movie.
She's the most unserious person.
I'm dead ass. What you mean?
You know, there's
Hey,
this tweet,
but
there's this tweet of
she's
like,
not wrong.
she's not, but like,
Retweet. I second that.
you know that tweet of like the funniest person you know
Is not joking at all.
joking at
Yeah.
all.
I'm always serious when I say stuff.
Dead
I mean,
the
you can
fuck
tell if I'm joking,
serious.
but no, for real. Like, that's a classic. And that, I like movies where you hear a song and it takes you back to that movie. Like, that's how
Hercules.
yeah, exactly. Like, I like movies where the music is
Hercules.
amazing. So
They
that's what
had
my
us in
correlation
that room,
goes.
for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. On to some sadder news, though. On Friday, CNN shared a
This is not sad. This is spooky.
disturbing
This is scary.
video of
Violence.
himself physically assaulting Cassie at a hotel.
In 2016,
Yeah, and the sad part to me, like, okay, first of
and over
all,
here playing the violin.
when I saw this,
Unserious.
I started crying,
Yeah, that's traumatic.
and like, I just felt bad because I'm like, everybody on the internet was like, "Oh no, he could never do that," and it's like, do you think
I
somebody
believed her
would lie
immediately.
about getting their ass beat? Like, I don't think you hear the same lie over and over and over and over and over again about people, but it's just women of color just are never believed on the first time, and it always takes so much for you to believe us. And I really like felt for her. Like I broke down and cried, and my nephew was there. He like, what's wrong, TT? I'm like, the world is just...
Imagine she probably thought she had a minute. He ran out in his towel. She probably thought she had a second to get away. Didn't even put her shoes on. Was putting her shoes on at the elevator.
It just hurts.
And here comes this monster.
Celebrity or not, I don't like to see stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I've seen it too many times. It's like it's traumatic for me, and it takes me back to a place that I don't like to be. And when you can see yourself in certain situations, it doesn't feel good. And I just wish that y'all will believe Black women the first time that we speak, and all women of color. When we say something is wrong, there's something wrong. That's all I got to say.
And his little
about
fake
it.
ass apology, because now they can't use this video. It's past the
Statute of
of
limitations.
Yeah. So now, before it was like, oh, like she's lying, she's trying to get a paycheck, man. Now it's like, oh, I was in a dark place. Whole T, you were like at the top, like doing big shit.
I respect Slim Thug for coming back to say his apology,
like retracting his statement.
Yeah, retracting his statement. I think that was something within himself as a man that he needed to do. And in response to what you said as far as believing women of color the first time, you know, there is a statement being made, or if it is not insinuated as a cry for help.
Yeah.
More times, I gotta be careful how I say this, how I word this, but more times than, and it goes both ways, more times than most, a lot of times, men of color are exploited for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
and
for
there
sure.
are evil-hearted females that Mr. Me Too, scream out of vengeance, out of impulse, out of the seek for attention or the seek for a payday. So when Slim Thug said that initially, I felt like it came from a place of him being extorted before.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when that happens, you never gonna hear about it. NDAs are involved. So many other legalities are in place where it happened, but it didn't happen because we didn't hear about it. So now, when I say more times than most, and then it goes both ways, because more times than most, when there is a cry for help and when it is intentional and it's serious, a lot of times it's overlooked, and that's not right.
Yep.
And everything you say, as far as, you know, the narrative of making sure that there's a more stronger cape to protect Black women, I totally agree with. And it was devastating to have to
see it,
internalize that,
and know that she's going through it again,
all over again.
Yeah, you know, that was the bad part.
But yeah,
I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just feel like certain people, like, you know, we've been hearing certain things over. Like, I've known about, like I said about the R. Kelly thing. Like, when I was a kid, there was, you know, it was allegations and rumors and stuff. So it's like, I would never put myself in a room alone with certain people because of what I know about them. Just from, I've never met these people, but I watch the Boondocks. I watch, you know, shows where they make fun of what's going on in the industry. So it's like, when we're hearing the same thing about the same person over and over and over again, when are we going to start to believe the victim? That's my thing about it.
With victims,
that's,
with an S.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it's like, when you have an image and we just overshadowing it and just overlooking it because you make good music.
Yeah, I mean,
and at the same time, on the Slim Thug joint, like, I could see if he's been in a situation where, like you said, he's been extorted, but also, like, why chime in? Like, why? Like, you could have kept that in the group chat if that was your feelings. I don't know.
I understand that,
especially when he paid the shit off within 24 hours. You think that's a not guilty man? Like, why pay this shit in 24 hours if
you know the hardest thing?
Fake news?
You know the hardest thing for, I think, us as people that are, I guess, in the industry, and then it's just people that are living their regular lives, you know what I'm saying, fighting for the best. A lot of times we're put in these scenarios as listeners, viewers, and consumers, and we really don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
Even though we may have more inside intel because we may be closer to any situation, but the way that you just said, why chime in, doesn't that look clear as day if a settlement was taken care of in 24 hours? But again, it's like, as much as opinionated as we may feel, we really don't know, but we just got confirmation. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times when things are flushed through media, we make of it what we will, but at the end of the day, we don't get to internalize what really happened, let alone do we even find out. We just are bombarded with the next dark story or the next story. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we hear about things. Now I'm going general. A lot of times we hear about things, stories. We may see something on the internet, but we never really get to know the very, very bottom of what we're hearing. In this situation, we got full confirmation on a Friday afternoon or a Friday morning.
Right.
And now we're internalizing the bigger problem at hand within our community. You get what I'm saying? And it's definitely upsetting to know that people are who they are, and people carry so much dark weight that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, and I'm not condoning anything. It's just that we live this life, and I don't want to say we're in this simulation of wake up, we work, have fun when we have fun, go back to work, go to sleep, wake up. It's just like in the midst of everything that we're doing, every dream that we're chasing, real life is happening to people, whether they tell you or show you or not. And for us to see what was going on years ago, and it's years later, it's just like, wow. As much as we can internalize what we know and what we don't know, we have to just keep in mind that everybody's living their life according to their own journey, and we got to give people grace. And that's why when I said what I said about Slim Thug, he had to give Cassie more grace and apology based off of what he said impulsively, whether he got extorted or not. I know that ate him up. I know he saw that. I know you could see he was so distraught. However, he had to.
Yeah.
He couldn't speak to no other female in his life without saying an apology the way he had to. You know what I'm saying?
He did. So let me ask you this, something personal publicly. As a DJ, and I know you done Club Love before.
Yeah.
I know me as a black woman, I can't play his stuff anymore. What does this mean for you?
You know what's interesting? I think the conversation of learning how to separate the artist from the man or the artist from the woman is probably one of the most controversial but still yet under the table hard things to do. Let me explain. We're in this scenario, this season of seeing and learning about the things we never knew.
Yeah, because the truth always comes to light.
And Cat Williams opened that portal.
He definitely did. But furthermore, all of these allegations for other artists and other things that we may not have gotten the best full visual confirmation fall now into the same category of what you're asking me. And unfortunately, as a society, we'll publicly outcry, mourn, and weep over something that we now have confirmation over or have seen, heard, whatever the case may be. There is always a moment of conflict and uncertainty based in the rooms that we play in as performers for music lovers. For a long time, it felt weird or uncomfortable to play R. Kelly.
Not Voldemort.
It felt weird, and it was just like, if I'm gonna play this, what's the next song? I can just play it for 5 seconds and then go. But this is real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For a while, well, we weren't playing at this time, but I know for a while, it probably was uncomfortable for people to play Chris. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on.
Yeah.
You know, and being able to separate the gift of music from the person is subjective only because people will lean toward what they want to lean toward when they want to lean toward that. and that puts our brands now in this society where we are now, as sensitive as everything is.
Right.
One wrong tweet, one dug up tweet from 08, one, you know what I'm saying?
Canceled. It's like, damn.
We're put in so many different uncomfortable scenarios as creators because we are the conductor of whatever event we're doing in that moment. And I think we have to practice discernment in reading the room and knowing what can and what can't go. So to answer your question, it's all about the discernment. Certain rooms want a certain aesthetic, and certain people are gonna disagree or agree with what you play, but that's up to your discernment. Now, you as a black woman saying that you don't want to play his records no more, I totally understand that.
It's not even that I don't want to. I just always feel like see, I DJ for R&B Only. Most of our crowd is at least, 70% black women. Now, if 69% of those women want to hear the record, there's going to be one woman in there
100%.
who's going to be like, I cannot believe this black woman went on this stage and played these songs knowing about what these men did to black women. And even though the 69% might enjoy it, I'm playing for the entire room. So if 1% does not, I'm not playing it. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it.
And that's beyond valid.
Yeah.
That's beyond valid. It's just the counter to that we will continue to face as more things happen down the road, or as we learn about more things. That principle can't just be applied to one person.
No, it has to go to everybody.
And unfortunately, if we're being all the way politically correct, that's a lot of people that would apply to.
You're truly right.
And there are things that we still don't know, that we'll never know, that applies to a lot of people, both male and female.
Very true.
And that's why I said it's subjective to what people want when they want it and what they don't want and they don't want it. And that's why with our gift, we have to be discerning. And what you feel is never wrong. You're the creative. And the crazy thing is, if you don't keep it a buck, your crate should be lit enough for people to not.
Exactly. They
your music selections should be lit enough to the point where people are not even like,
oh, you didn't play no.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. And
it was still the vibe.
Right. I've been there.
Exactly.
You've been there. You get what I'm saying?
Your long story long is you gonna still play it.
Story long.
I mean,
you gonna still play it, just like not in all rooms.
I mean,
you gonna read the
discerning
room.
about it.
I'm gonna be discerning about it, and it's to me emphasizing the gift that we have. It's a spiritual thing. I gotta feel led to play that.
Very.
I have to anything. It's not just his catalog. And
because you're
and now
controlling
that we're
energy
dissecting
at that point.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, now that I have you here, I got beef with you. It was a small beef. I got beef with you. I went out somewhere. I don't remember. It was like the first 2 weeks that I had moved here.
Blame Cat Williams. She got beef with me.
I got beef with you. Now that you're sitting on this goddamn couch.
Summer now.
I've been waiting to talk about this for a hot ass minute.
Why you ain't pressed me in Atlanta?
This wasn't in Atlanta. It wasn't. I hadn't moved out here.
I'm just saying, when you see me in Atlanta, why you ain't pressed me?
Because it hadn't happened yet. It hadn't happened yet. I ain't had no time machine. So
Can I get some more
I had
coffee?
gone out. No. Matter of fact, I should have made you the coffee. No. Listen, I went out maybe the first 2 weeks that I had come out here, and you played I Think I Love Her by Gucci and cut the record before Susie got her shit off. My goodness.
No, you didn't. Not as a Howard Bison, you did that.
What time was it?
I don't know what time it was.
What time was it?
Now,
but you know what I'm asking, right? You
know
what?
My name is Susie, and Gucci think what?
That is a long song, though. Like, it just depends on who's in the room.
Okay,
impact that it's gonna have.
T, play fair devil advocate.
I'm only saying it because I know, like, if the room is empty,
you're not gonna let Susie get her shit off.
Damn.
BFFR. That's crazy.
Damn.
So in my own defense, since I don't have any legal counsel here, being prosecuted by Queen Jovy over here. One, I apologize. 2, I asked you what time it was because, as T knows, we're surfing through different pockets of what we want to do with the time allocated. Mm-hmm. I usually let Susie's part play, and I'm blending another record in. If I've ever cut Susie's part off, and I support black women. Susie, I apologize.
Susie.
There you go, Susie. You're welcome, Susie.
Isn't it Esther Dean?
I don't know. Susie, you're welcome, Susie.
Yeah.
Don't let these people disrespect
Susie,
you, boo.
I apologize too, but
in the pots and pans.
Just to give you a more, at large glance of what me and T juggle. The only reason that I may have cut it is that it was a time constraint. And the crazy thing is, The crazy thing is, a 16 or a 32 hook is a lot of time in our world when we're in motion.
32 hook is a long one.
Yeah, a 16 or a 32. Like if you're not bringing the next song in and you're not finna slap the next song and you juggling time. We really be playing chess on our laptop in front of y'all and we make it sound good.
Right, people be like, you didn't make a playlist or crazy? Be like, no, I gotta wait till I get there. But you know who I do have beef with right now? Not really beef, because I hope she's doing good. But Victoria Monet just announced that she's not doing the Governor's Ball. She's not doing Roots Picnic or Blavity in June. And I was just
sliding down the wall.
Because I'm gonna be at Roots Picnic. And
I hope she's still doing
When you gonna be at Roots, boo?
When it is. June 1st and 2nd.
On the lineup.
R&B Only is on the lineup.
Oh yeah, what day you on?
We don't know just yet. Both days. Both days. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna meet Vicky Monet. I was gonna smoke a joint with her. Jilly from Philly. But I'm still happy about Jilly from Philly.
Yeah,
but I hope that she's doing good though. Because I feel like a lot of artists have been having, injuries lately.
Health
and I feel
issues,
like I think they just didn't realize that the injuries that they had were as intense, and now that she's doing so many shows,
so her post
it's impacting her now.
She posted this on her story, I believe. She said, I'm gutted to share that I will no longer be able to perform at Governor's Ball NYC, Roots Picnic Philadelphia, or Blavity Nashville this June.
I like to call it
I'm so yeah, you did multiple times, but it's fine. I'm so sorry. Candidly, I've been dealing with some ongoing health issues that have to be addressed right now, but I will be back out there soon. That's a promise. Please know it wasn't an easy call, but it's definitely for the best. All other shows are still moving forward as planned. See you soon. So she will be at Essence Fest. Yeah.
I know they sick.
Yeah, I would be too.
Y'all doing Essence?
I'll be at Essence.
We're doing Broccoli City.
I'll be at Roots too.
Roots.
I'll be
doing
Broccoli.
Roots in Broccoli City.
Yeah,
we outside.
We outside. We still beefing?
No, you apologize. You can drink your coffee.
I need some more.
And I don't really have beef.
Now you're doing too much. You see?
I don't really have beef with you, Vicky.
Now I know how to take care of you sonically.
That's my favorite.
You know how to take care of
me.
Okay,
period.
Coffee Lee. Okay, cool.
Coffee Lee.
But no, I don't really have beef with Vicky.
Quick.
I just wish her the best. I hope that she's doing good. Not y'all arguing over my conversation.
It's fine.
Y'all are hilarious.
Subtitles.
But yeah, I hope that she's doing good, and I want some new music and a new tour soon. So
did you see that? Real quick, did you see that video of Hazel coming down the driveway doing the "On My Mama" joint with the bag? She's so stinking cute. Shout out to Hazel
and her daddy. Performing like her mama.
Shout out to Hazel
and her daddy.
And her girl.
No, the whole family.
Wait.
The whole family.
He had posted some pictures this week where he was at that damn horse.
Ooh, look at that horse.
I could have swore he had cocoa butter. Okay, wait, that's somebody else's man, but still. The way they was in the comments like cute Desert Eagle, I was like, oh yeah, don't. Anyway,
yeah. Shout out to the
Tyrese
whole
was
family.
served legal documents while on stage performing. How you gonna act like that? And the funniest thing about it is, as he's getting served, he's still performing the song, right? So, how you gonna? And I think they're like on the bridge or something. We don't be making love. He sees the person hand like the manila envelope, and he starts walking off the stage through the crowd. Oh, I gotta go, yo. That's my time. I'm like, oh. That was actually probably one of the funniest things I've ever saw. And he's telling the crowd to sing it too, so he can get through the crowd. Sing it, y'all. But yeah, I don't.
So the legal documents were allegedly served on behalf of video director Brian Barber, who is suing Tyrese for defamation and libel. Tyrese went on the Breakfast Club and claimed that the director was holding footage hostage from the singer. Now he's claiming this comment has damaged his reputation, leading to him filing the $10 million lawsuit.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's
So, was he served or
yeah,
what?
he was served.
He was served?
That was him being served.
Oh, and he was just embarrassed by being served, so he left.
Right.
Hilarious. That's funnier.
Yes. That's
Wow.
exactly what it was.
He didn't want to finish the set?
No, he said, "Sing it, y'all. I gotta go. That's my time."
I feel like I saw somewhere that TGT like reunited. Is that for real?
TGT.
I saw that. I'll be
TGT.
more in belief when I see a single or
in real life
Instagram post or.
That's valid. That's up there with Lauryn Hill, new music. We need to
TGT was
see it
kinda
to believe
crazy.
it, Lord.
No, that album is amazing.
TGT is kind of crazy.
Yeah,
It was needed.
Yeah.
When they formed, that trio is kind of wild.
They need to come back. Kelly Rowland also confirmed she got new music on the way. She says, I am in the process of making music, and I have a concept in my head. And because I have the concept in my head, I can literally sit on my phone and write different things that I want to say. And she was saying she doesn't know if she wants it to be like a short film or what type of stuff she wants to do for her songs, because there's so much stuff you can do nowadays. But yeah, I want some new Kelly Rowland.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. You know, fresh off her acting vibes.
Yeah, I think
Right
that's
back
why she
into
was
the
saying
music.
like she should make a short film about it.
Did you see the movie? What was it? Mia Culpa?
A little bit of it. I was a little occupied.
He saw the sex scene. He saw the sex scene and said, "That's enough."
Pause.
Seen what I seen.
Turn the
You
lights
heard?
down low. No, but I think Kelly is a good actress. I think she's better than Lala.
Now,
no, for real.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, but I do
wrong.
think that she still has some work to do. But I would rather.
What else has Kelly been in? I feel like we've seen her in
like
something
Christmas
else.
movies and stuff like that. She's doing stuff like that all the time, and she's not bad.
No,
but every time I see Kelly, I'm like, I want some music. Like I want to see you perform.
And I think that's what you're biasly used to.
Yeah, and I think it's just because I listen and I see what everybody says about Beyonce, but I'm a Destiny's Child fan. Like
Period.
I know what Kelly can do, and I wish that
We
she
all
would
do.
show the world
We
that,
all
because people
do.
like, and I think that's why she don't, because she like, y'all, I don't need to do nothing. I'm still getting paid from y'all playing my stuff from '98. You know what I'm saying? But
I
would
feel
love to see-
like since she hopped out there with her movie, like that kind of put some more fire behind her. You know what I'm saying? Because
For
once you have to really dive into that creative space, the other creative space that might be on E, you wanna charge it up
right,
too.
you want to
know
fill
what
that
I'm
one
saying?
back up. I think
I'm here
what
for
a
it.
happy medium would be something like a what was the movie with Etta James? Cadillac Records. Like if Kelly Rowland was to play like a biopic about a musician, and she's acting and singing, that would be like,
Who could she
Yeah,
play?
You know?
Yeah, that's perfect.
I don't know
like
who
that.
she could
That's
play,
actually perfect.
but I think that would be the type of movie that I would like her in, and I would be like, oh, that was a good movie. Because I watched the Mia joint. It was good because it was entertaining. It wasn't good because the plot was good and the acting was good. I was laughing, and I was like, aha, I like doing that at B movies. But not that it was bad. It was a good movie, but the plot was not. It didn't round. It wasn't a round.
Why you made that face?
but-
I didn't watch it, so I can't comment. I'm not watching that shit.
No, I'm not watching that shit. I told you I like B movies. I be on Tubi like.
Especially I found out what's his name. Trevante Rhodes is married. Like what?
Oh my God! Here you go. You a married man.
What am I watching
Usher.
this for?
Oh my God.
Anyway, like we say every single week, R&B is
Ooh,
alive and
I'm excited
well
about this
and
week's
not
new
going
music.
nowhere.
Okay, listen.
Each and every Friday you can get new music.
Linda,
Let them know how Jovy would
listen,
drop.
Linda, that No Worries. From Here, Anderson .Paak Knowledge, October London, and Snoop, they sprinkled a little crack in that. That song goes stupid.
Yeah,
I love
I
No
cannot
Worries.
wait for that
Yeah.
project to drop.
The
I
first,
cannot
the
wait.
first
They
project
coming
that
out June,
him
right?
put with
Yes.
Anderson
I
Paak?
can't wait.
I
that
love that.
From
can't
Here
wait.
track got a little crack in it.
No,
that
it's
shit
good.
is so good.
When I first heard it, I played it back like 5 times.
That shit is so good.
Yeah.
That shit is so good. Also, Lila Ike, I think is her name. She has a new song called "He Loves Us Both," featuring her.
That's a
and
great
it's like a
song.
play. The video is like a play on "The Boy Is Mine." It's really cute. And Joey Badass is like the leading man in that, which is cute. That's a cute song.
That's a great song. I love that song too.
T-Pain dropped "On This Hill," and it's like, mental Health Awareness Month, and it was like revolving around that. And he's giving away, he partnered, I forget with who, to give away free like therapy sessions to 100 of his fans or something like that. Like that song. Now,
shouts out to T-Pain for that.
Facts.
Pain is just glowing by the day.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear him.
This
singing
prime
with
he's in
auto-tune.
is
He
this
needs to
prime
let
he's
people
in
know he
is
can sing.
crazy
Yeah,
right now.
I'm glad he's.
And his
he's
set
showing
at Wonderfront Fest, crazy for him to be moving like that at almost.
Oh yeah,
30,
yeah, he went viral too.
almost 40,
He went viral,
crazy,
going crazy.
It's crazy that his
Entertaining.
set was so early though. They still had him fucked up for that 3
people.
o'clock,
You did
4
say
o'clock.
that.
Crazy,
Yeah, you did say it was too early.
crazy. This man, I still don't know how to pronounce his name, but Elmian.
We need to like look up an interview or something where they
Elmian.
said his name.
He doesn't. He's like I don't think I've seen an interview of him. Anyways,
Nothing?
that man has not missed.
Yeah, that song with Leon Thomas is fire.
That man has not missed.
I second that.
Yeah, it's a
He
great
has
song.
what, like five, 6 tracks that he's dropped.
Yeah, because
and
we've talked about him like almost every other week.
That man, the songs have not missed.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
great.
that lane, that like soulfulness of
It's
R&B.
like
What's the
new
name of the
age.
one with Leon?
Sweetness.
Sweetness.
And I feel like it's a remix because he dropped a song called Sweetness before. I think it's a remix, and then he just hopped on the feature. And you know, Leon
Oh, that's
Thomas
cool. Yeah.
can sing his ass off.
Yeah.
LT is a problem.
Who else? Omar Apollo dropped Dispose of Me. I really like that too. I like Omar Apollo.
I like him too.
I like him. Vito. I be getting on Vito ass.
Can do no wrong in my. That's
I
because
be
you
getting
don't
on
like
Vito ass
sex
about
songs.
it's not just if you want 1, 2, maybe even
Speedo,
3
baby.
sex songs on the album, okay, but the whole album to be about sex.
Speedo, baby.
What is
This song
What is
Hurts
R?
Me to
What
Know.
is?
Hurts Me to Know is good. I like Hurts Me to Know. What he say? You talking shit?
It's Jovy, baby.
Okay.
No.
Andy is.
See, ever since I met him, I became a fan just because of the person that he is. So I listened to the whole album and I was like, immediately I was like, okay. Once I got to like track number 4, I was like, Jovi's gonna say this was too sensual. I can already hear it.
I like Hurts Me to
But
Know.
that's what I was gonna say. The love songs because, and this is my thing. I want
I'm
to
a
get
lover
a
girl.
artist in here. Are you still in a relationship, Jay? We'll talk about that
It's
later.
Murphy, baby.
So my question to artists
Whatever
is
that
like,
fucking means.
when you're in a committed public relationship and you're even if you're
That man is
married,
married,
yeah,
yes.
Vito's married.
Yes.
So when I hear him making songs about like, oh, you could be my friend with benefits and it's like blah blah or sex
Like,
songs,
who
I'm like,
is you
who are you
talking
talking about?
about?
Did you write this song before you got married or are you just
who is you
entertaining?
talking
Because
about?
as an entertainer,
Who wrote this shit?
I get on stage and say a lot of stuff that I would never, ever do.
You do?
Yes. So I can, as an R&B singer, I'm sure he says a lot of
Listen.
stuff that he's not doing. So,
As
know what I mean?
Also as an artist and a songwriter,
right. You make music as well.
Your creative palette is not just your experience.
It's other people's stories and what you see.
Whatever.
I can.
Right.
It's
Right.
it's contradictory to what you internalize, but I can say that even in writing sessions when you're talking about things, or if you want to complete a narrative or a story or a certain subject, you may be able to talk about something that you saw
Right.
through secondhand or that you experienced through secondhand that you were a part of just because you're the person's
Your
friend
homie
or
Wildin
associate.
doing some dumb shit.
And
Yeah.
or yo, see,
Issa, that's what insecure is. That's not like
or
that.
the things or things he experienced prior to his union or marriage.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And that's more what I was thinking. And that's why I can appreciate an artist like that who gives us a well-rounded album because I'm not married. So I'm not always in a lane of, oh, I'm so in love because I'm...
Valid.
People
But
go through
Boom
stuff.
Boom
I don't
Room?
always want to hear that. Yeah, sometimes I want to hear Boom Boom Room. I told you sometimes I'm a
Sometimes,
little
but
bit...
I don't want to
wanna
hear
hear
Boom
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 Boom.
Room for an hour and a half. Anyways, I
Ain't
like
nothing
the
wrong with
song
it.
Hurts Me to
It's
Know.
about how long I go for.
Wow, very well.
What else came out?
No, hold up. What?
What? Yeah, you
Nothing.
we just gonna skip past what you just said.
Yeah, we're gonna skip past it because
The
Trevor
people heard
Jackson
it.
dropped a song called "Jog Your Memory."
No, he got a whole EP. He don't know. He got a whole EP.
Shout out to Trevor
but-
Jackson.
Yeah, whatever.
Yo,
Whatever, dog.
Yeah, whatever, dog.
No, but I like the song though. I will say that I like his song,
Okay.
but he had me a little bit scared when he was dropping them covers. Trevor Jackson. I was like, is this what your music is gonna sound like?
No, Trevor, that's my guy. That's
I love
my
Trevor
guy.
Jackson.
You gotta be
And
trolling.
I will say, I feel like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
and
for
he
sure.
And he was enjoying it. I ran into him at Delilah or somewhere, and I just gave him, I was like, bro, just keep doing it. Stay consistent.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in conversation. All conversations good for what you, it's like, you're not hurting nobody. You're not doing, you being yourself. And if this is who you are,
right.
I love it
Run
if you
it
like
up.
it. And if you like it, I love
But
it.
yeah,
dog.
he dropped an EP called Tito Now, and I like the song "Jog Your Memory" with is it Hoppin?
Girl,
Even Hoppin?
my phonics don't be hooked.
Trevor has grown.
Yeah,
Trevor's definitely grown. Now, like now that we talk about, I remember back then to now, like yo, Trevor's definitely grown and blossomed.
Trying to get him
sure.
in here for singing in the shower, but
yo,
tag Trevor Jackson in the comments. Y'all. Did we tell them? We didn't even tell them the.
Yo, when your birthday, Jovy?
why you want to know?
Yo, when your birthday, yo?
Why you want to know?
I'm trying to understand his energy, yo.
I don't know what you're talking
She's a
about.
Leo.
I know what I'm talking about.
Jovy is a Leo.
Big Leo. What? Okay.
Lion.
Okay, how do we say this guy's name? Like Lacan?
Lacan.
I like that.
He's
song,
about to.
Brandon.
Oh, yeah,
he's
outta
on
here.
tour with.
How do you
He's
say
outta
his
here.
name?
Lacan.
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 Yeah,
he's
he's
about
outta
to
here.
be on tour with Thames. That's who it is.
Oh no, he's out of here.
Yeah.
No, he's out of here.
He's. I told you the songs that I'd be obsessed with. Yeah,
No, he's out of here.
like
He
that.
about to be the
But
dark.
my favorite is From Here.
He about
That
to be
song?
he about to be the dark skinned dames in the R&B. Watch.
What? Wait. What did you say?
Yo.
What did he say?
We should need to go on a right.
What you put in my
in there?
coffee?
You
No,
put
no,
in
no.
some
What
Baileys.
What
did
you put
he
in my
say?
coffee?
Some
You
Baileys in there.
spike my
I'm not
coffee,
repeating
bro.
nothing nobody said because I don't like to repeat what I said.
What you put in my
Gotta catch
coffee,
it.
Joe? We gonna have a conversation later because these Leo women
I
is
don't know what you're
Leo
talking
women.
about. I got work
What'd
to
you say
do.
your tops was?
My
for the
favorite
week?
is From Here,
From Here,
Sweetness,
Sweetness.
and I'm gonna put Vito up there. Hurts me to know.
Okay, I'm gonna put the entire Vito project up there. I like that song, but that's not the one for me. I think I like I Blame You. That's
Okay.
the one that I was like, oh, I like this song.
Okay.
But I do really like He Loves Us Both. That's a great song. And From Here, like you
It's
said,
TT,
so.
baby.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm about to get a drop when we done. Let me get some drops from Jay. But like
Okay,
we say
cool.
every single week, R&B is alive and well. It ain't going
Indeed.
nowhere. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. We got R&B Only live
Fall and winter tour dates.
dropping soon, so make sure y'all follow on the social media page at R&B Only on
Look at me
everything.
completing your sentences.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Make sure y'all subscribe so that you know when we drop in. Thank you, Jay, for being here. The one and only Jae Murphy, y'all.
I
Make sure
appreciate
y'all
y'all
follow.
for having me. I'll
It's
be here
at
tomorrow.
Jae Murphy, right?
Yeah, at JAE Murphy.
He said he'll be here tomorrow. Massage chairs open. But yeah, make sure.
Gotta
we
make
say
your own
every
coffee
week.
tomorrow. Shit.
Uh-oh. I'm out of it. My name is Tiara Monique. I'll see y'all next week.
I'm Jovy E and hasta mañana, I guess. Well, not mañana.
You
but-
go see Jay tomorrow.
I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Just make sure you have that coffee too.
Go get that new R&B, y'all.
Yeah.
Alive and well. See y'all next week.
R&B only.